Piers Morgan has taken to his Twitter account to share his frustration over the current fuel crisis, that has left petrol stations across the nation with empty pumps. Piers Morgan, 56, has spoken out on the fuel crisis that has led the government to temporarily suspend competition laws for the fuel industry. The former Good Morning Britain presenter hit out at panic buyers who contributed to the long queues at petrol stations. In view of his 8 million followers, Piers penned on Monday, "There is no fuel shortage in Britain. But judging by the ridiculous scenes at petrol stations all over the country, there is a massive brain cell shortage." Some Twitter users replied to the broadcaster as they disagreed with his remarks. Sir Banwell wrote, "I drive for a living, Piers. Would you class me as having a brain cell shortage, when queuing to fill my van up for deliveries tomorrow? I'd much rather be doing other things than sitting in a queue." Fluffy Golala added, "If you really need fuel, you have no choice but to queue up." If you already have enough fuel or are buying more than what you need, you are adding to the chaos. Kerry Hopkins TV explained, "There is a fuel shortage at the pumps. Most stations have sold out and have a sticker on each pump saying sold out, and that's why the forecourts are empty of vehicles." The pandemic is the issue as lack of new drivers as they didn't take a driving test last year cause of COVID-19, sick. L_DJ_H said, "Except that to all intents and purposes there is a shortage. Having fuel sitting in tanks with nobody to deliver them is kinda pointless." Due to the current measures taken to tackle the fuel crisis, the industry is now temporarily exempt from the Competition Act of 1998. This is so fuel suppliers can share information and to help petrol stations running dry across the nation as a result of driver shortages. UK Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng met fuel industry executives for talks aimed at finding a solution to the supply chain pressures. Mr. Kwarteng announced yesterday the meeting's findings and plan of action in a statement. He said, "We have long-standing contingency plans in place to work with industry so that fuel supplies can be maintained and deliveries can still be made in the event of a serious disruption." While there has always been and continues to be plenty of fuel at refineries and terminals, we are aware that there have been some issues with supply chains. This is why we will enact the Downstream Oil Protocol to ensure industry can share vital information and work together more effectively to ensure disruption is minimized. We thank HGV drivers and all forecourt staff for their tireless work during this period.